Let's speak to its CEO this morning, Yusli Yusoff, on the line from Kuala Lumpur. Yusli, it looks like pretty good earnings, surging sevenfold in Q4, but that didn't seem to help your stock. It slumped 0.5% yesterday, down 4% on the year. What do you make of that market reaction?
Well, operating conditions still remain very challenging. I mean, our much better results last year came on the back of the profit that we made on the sale of our derivatives, 25% of our derivatives subsidiary to the CME Group. That was the main reason our profits were much better last year. But operationally, earnings were almost flat, in fact, slightly down. Our outlook remains cautiously optimistic. Foreign investor volume still remains much lower than it used to be, and that's an area of focus for us going forward. We launched DMA equities late last year, and we hope that this will help to grow more volume from foreign investors for them to enter our market directly.
Why do you think foreign investors are still hesitant?
Well, I think conditions are still very volatile. Malaysia, we are seen to be a fairly defensive market. And I think during last year, when other markets seemed to be charging ahead, our market was up about 45%, which is reasonably good. But if you compare the performance of some of the other markets, perhaps we didn't do so well. But in a situation where market conditions become more volatile, I think this is where Malaysia, our market, can stand out, because I think we have certain strengths. Fundamentally, the economy is very strong. Our companies are growing quite well. And our markets are highly regarded in terms of regulatory framework, in terms of the infrastructure that we can provide.
But Yusli, let me jump in here. Investors I talk to say that the market is very illiquid still. How are you addressing that? Will that change anytime soon?
Well, liquidity is still a concern. And again, this is where facilities and services like DMA, we believe, will come and help. We're also working hard on trying to build up activities on the stock borrowing and lending side, so that we can get some short-selling activities take place. Last year, we launched a negotiated trade facility for stock borrowing and lending, so that borrowers and lenders can deal directly with each other. So we hope to see a pickup in these kind of activities. And we've also introduced market making for some of our products like structured warrants and ETFs. And we believe all this will help contribute to greater liquidity. At the same time, the government has also committed to selling down further some of their holdings in our large companies. We expect this to also be positive for market liquidity going forward. And recently, our Minister of Finance, too, has also mentioned that the government is looking at listing some, I think, 10 or 15 companies sometime this year. So that should also bring back attention to our market and create more trading activities.
So for the year as a whole, how many more IPOs are you looking at?
Well, this year we should see a significantly larger number of IPOs. I mean, we know for a fact that our...
How large, Yusli?
Well, last year we only had 14 only. So I think, we would expect a number probably double that, if not... because already the Securities Commission have informed us that they have approved close to 20 applicants who are not yet listed. And we expect
Yusli,
a few
let me
more.
jump in here.
Yeah.
Let me jump in here. Bursa now allowing retail investors to trade sukuk bonds. What impact will this have?
No, we're working on that. We haven't got the facility yet for retail investors to trade bonds. But we're working on that. And we hope to be able to offer that to retail investors fairly soon.
And what impact would it have? Will it lead to more issuance,
diversity,
for instance?
Well, I think issuance of sukuks is going along nicely. And we had 12 sukuk listings on our market last year. And at the moment, our market has the largest number of sukuks in terms of value anywhere in the world. So there's plenty of choice for investors. When we allow retail investors to trade sukuk, then I think it's more an issue of giving them more diversity for them to trade this type of products, which they can't at the moment.
Malaysia accounted for half of the world's sukuk sales last year. Will that continue to dominate this year in 2010?
Well, I think we have certain strength in that area. And our intermediaries, our advisory units are quite strong, and they've been very busy trying to get both domestic as well as foreign issuers to issue more sukuks. And I would expect that trend to continue going forward.
Before we let you go, is CME likely to raise its stake in the joint venture, which now stands at 25%?
Well, at the moment, both ourselves and the CME are focused on making sure that what we have agreed to implement takes off. You know, they are going to launch their US dollar cash settled crude palm oil contract, we believe, sometime in the first half. And we are also working towards moving our derivatives products onto the Globex platform sometime in the second half. So that's where our efforts are focused on for this year.
Okay. Yusli, we have to leave it there. Yusli Yusoff on the line from Kuala Lumpur. Thank you so much.